Don't you wish people were in here to see that you rolled in the double digits? What's going on, Amaze? You are indeed managing. Well done. Picked up a new skill in our time away. I sat down right as it was like, that means I can do something really embarrassing. I was like, oh, I'm gonna wait. I was like, I'll start this early. There's no reason to sit through a long intro. And I was like, nope. I want to see what this kid does. I want to see what happens. Excellent. Absolutely excellent. Alright, let's go ahead and get this show back on the road. Roll a 5. That sounds about right. What's up, Random? Oh, biddies! Also, I changed her stance. She's no longer arms over the chest. You know what's interesting is some of the stances they give for this, I'm not in agreement with him. Watch. There's one. Not a big fan of that one. I don't know how I feel about that idle stance right there. That's a basic one. That one's not too bad. This is the one I had. And then there's this, where I'm like mussing with my hair. The fuck? Ugh. Don't like it. And then that's just... I'm not on a runway, dude. I'm on an adventure. That one's not too bad. And then, where was the other one? Oh yeah, double hands on the hips. That one's not too bad either. Yeah, I was unimpressed, to say the least. Where's my stance? There it is. We'll go with that one. That's what doing. Alright, Wook. Away we go. Wook Lamont settles down to rest before the festival gets underway. How you been, Random? We should get some rest before the excitement begins. Yes, we should. Over there by the float. Isn't that the third promise? Then the rumors are true. She's trying to complete the feat of reeds by reviving... What did they say this way? Ihana. I'll say it right one day. The festival is a prayer for healthy crops, but does she honestly believe that will be enough to save our harvest? The second promise, meanwhile, barely glanced at the fields before leaving Akanu altogether. Maybe we asked too much of our young claimants. Oh, I wouldn't be too quick to count Koana out. Koana? Is it Kona? I think it was Kona. Count Kona out. A friend of mine overheard him muttering by the reeds, something about what needs to be done. Oh, is that so? Well, perhaps we'll get to see another of his innovations firsthand. Go, Kona, go. Heh, that sounds like our Kona. One look at the reeds was all he needed to think up a solution. Be that as it may, our own solution is nearly ready. Indeed, as soon as the others get back, our long-awaited festival can begin. It took some doing, but we managed to gather competitors to vie for the title of Winds Chosen. The winner was only too happy to donate his feathers. And you should have seen it. He called forth an incredible gust that sent his feathers sailing for Malms. We had our turn ourselves, but it's more difficult than it looks. Poor Anvil's twirled in the air for a moment before landing on his foot. I am a gleaner. Magic is not part of our training. As for us, we've brought the wood and gemstone replacements crafted by Wook Ivu. All that's left is to attach them. Let's do it. Has it been decided who will ride the float? Oh. Papa was the guest of honor last time I was here. I remember being surprised they could even lift the thing with his hulking weight on top of it. Well, the rider must be a personage of great esteem, which is why an invitation is usually extended to the Dawn Servant. Well, this time, however, I have another in mind. Oh, who is it? You, Wook! Our beloved Ihana, the lifting of wings, is only being held because of you and your companions. Thus, I do nominate you, Wook Lamont, as our guest of honor. Me? Well, this boat won't make me seasick, will it? Ah, she's so cute. I don't think so. Then weigh anchor! I can hardly refuse a request from one even more enthusiastic about the festival than me. I would be delighted to ride your float. Oh, thank you, Wuklamat. I have roles for the rest of you as well. We'll be carrying the festival float in a slow procession towards Kozanuki. I have no idea how to say that. Where the sacred likeness of Kishai is ensconced. These words. What are these letters that they've put together to form a word? What I'd like to do is clear the path of dangerous wildlife so that the procession can move along unimpeded. Consider it done. You expect me to sit still until Wook Evu has finished with the float? Let me come along and help with the clearing. As you know, I'm not much for fighting. I'll stay behind and assist Wook Evu with the repairs. If you aren't sure where you need to go, the path I spoke of begins at the south of the village and branches off to the east. That will lead you across the bridges to the Stride of the Sun. Then we shall see to clearing it end to end. I mean, Wook is an A+ choice, but the 6-time savior of reality standing right behind— Listen, here's the thing. We don't wish to be recognized. Oops. Two streams in one day? Well, dang. I gotta get all the playtime in that I can. Get my Boko out here. Make sure you stay out here for an hour. I don't know why you left so early last time. Silly burb. God, I love this music. Good old Torgal. As Linu Hanu said, Kozan, that's what I'm doing. Kozan should be down this way. Then off to the east when the path branches. Then something about bridges and the Stride of the Sun? Anyway, let's split up and get to work. Once you've culled all the threats you can find, we'll meet up in front of... I know this is a sh, so Kishwahi? Maybe? Time to kill all the things. Get prepped. You. Can a brother get a pronunciation guide up in here? Yeah, no shit, bruh. When you find one, let me know. I know that the X is supposed to be more of like a she noise. A she noise. Hi, short stuff. Ah, Border got the butt. Well done. We're making it safe. Finally murdering things. I'm gonna have to change to Savvy's clothes. Not going Viper? I can't Viper because Viper is level 80. Where is it? Where'd it go? Level 80, and to do the story quests, they start at 90. So. There's Wook. How's it going, Wook? You did it! Ha! That's one down. Only one? Goodness. We're not gonna tell her that I've done 4 now. But yeah, I plan on doing some leveling with Viper, maybe off-stream a little bit, because I'm just gonna go through some older dungeons and stuff. Or maybe on-stream. I don't know. And, hopefully get it to a point where I can continue with the story. Oh, the poor little froggies. Because Viper's fun. I ran one dungeon, while I was eating dinner with Viper, and I like it. I still need to really nail down what my my rotations and stuff are gonna be, but I like the setup a lot. Take that, Ocelot. To be fair to her, she's not the Warrior of Light. I mean, that's fair enough. Oh, the dual blades are so cool. I'll run a dungeon so you guys can see them in action. They're actually, it's really nifty. Ah, you were a step ahead of us. This must be the likeness of... I know that's a she. Kishaihi? I assume. Kishaihi? The Hanu deity of the harvest. Even their sacred images are woven with reeds. It reminds me of something I saw in Academia and Anadir? I don't remember that. I was half expecting a flying whale. Even their sacred... Yep. I was half expecting a flying whale. A whale? Why a whale of all things? When did she get Irish? Anyway, it's said that Kishaihi here was worshipped on another continent. This ancient faith was then brought to Tural by the first Hanu. For those unaffiliated with Final Fantasy XIV, the Vanu, or I guess just the Vanu, I don't remember if they were called Vanu, lived on a bunch of floating rocks and worshipped a sky whale. The Hanu seem to be a very distant cousin. The Hanu... Sorry, this is Alphino. The Hanu migrated here from another continent? Then mayhap the two do share a common ancestry. This is all very fascinating, but shouldn't we get back to Linu Hanu? He'll want to know the path is safe for the procession. Practicing your Scottish? Nice, nice. Right. I need to ride on the float. I'll run ahead and tell him we're done here. Go, go, go. Accents are hard, bruh. A weird amalgamation of Scottish? Yeah. It's bad. I'm not good at accents. If they sound anything similar, I'm gonna float between 2 or 3 of them. Oh! Oh no, what's happening?
Not sure we heard you right, old man.
As many times as you'd like. The third promise tasked me with repairing this float, and I'll not relinquish it to an uncultured brute like you. Much less one that can't even manage a simple greeting.
We wanted to handle this in a civilized way, but we're more than willing to kill you.
Oh no, what the fuck? What's happening? Aaron.
We have a two-headed problem. Yes, please hurry.
It's a good thing we gave him that little
She's on
link
her way
pearl.
back already?
Stand back, Wukevu! I will protect the float!
You get him, Linu!
Are you trying to be brave, little bird?
I could never have repaired the float alone. Not properly. But thanks to Wuklamat and her friends, we can hold Ihihana again! This is a priceless treasure! And as festival leader, I would die to protect it!
Damn.
Very well, if that's what you want.
Buddy! Get him, Wook! Get him!
Everything into that blow.
Good. The better for you to understand the gulf between us. But you need more lessons. We'll carve them into your mangy hide until you cry and beg forgiveness.
Oh, do I get to kick his butt? Please let me kick his butt.
Your brilliant plan was to steal the float and take the credit. The so-called blessed siblings are nothing but cheats.
Your scorn is sweet music. Come, weaklings. We'll crush you each in turn. Or all together, if you like.
Oh, I get to kick his butt.
Calm yourself, Chosen One. If you fight in earnest, this will end in a massacre.
What the hell?
What's more, we have word that our other prospect is on the verge of success.
What the hell?
Then it would be foolish to expend effort sweating nuts. Lucky for you. Eh?
Oh, I want to kill him so bad.
Ugh, two heads. I see Mamuk still clings to that loathsome hope.
Talk to us, Third Promise. You're not dying, are you?
What? No.
It'll take more than that to kill me. So, are we having this festival or not?
Yes!
He's so happy.
Yes, we are!
Look at his little happy bird face. That's so cute. Eidolon Killer, Primal Killer, God Killer. I've got it all, bro. I done killed everything. Thank you for coming to our rescue. I tried to protect the float, but against that two-head... I may as well have not been there at all. Nonsense! You stood your ground and brought us the time we needed to make it back. You were incredibly brave. Yay! What do I want? Probably want dye. How much of that do I have? None? I'll take pumpkin. Wishes to spread word that the festival will be held soon. Huzzah! Burb's smile is creepy. No, it was cute. He was so happy. With that exciting interlude over, you'll be pleased to know that my repairs are finished as well. Excellent. Before we commence the festival, however, it would be a courtesy to inform the villagers that Ihana will be held after all. Go forth, but do not forget your greetings. At this stage, I should hope the reminder is unnecessary. Oho Calais! See? Or Ho Cali. Is it Cali or Calais? Oho Cali! See? I remember. I think it's actually Cali. Alright, time to go say hi to everybody. With chat mode and say, use your keyboard or software keyboard to enter the word Oho Calais. Alright, let's go do the thing. How do they spell it? Like that, okay. Who we need to say first? Ah, this melancholy fellow over here. Heeds and needs an Oho Kali. Without Ihana, life feels so empty. I did. I'm gonna get right here. Hiya! Oho Kylie. Get right in front of you then. Say, oh, ho ho, cat. Oh, I put the I in the wrong spot. Kali. Oh ho, Kylie. Thank you for letting me know. I would very much like to attend the festival, but the repair should be finished as soon as possible. What to do, what to do. What to do is learn how to spell. Oho Kali! Oho Kali! The festival is about to begin. What do you expect me to say? Besides, of course I'll be there! Cleaning up the storm's aftermath may have been hard on us all, but the lifting of wings is tradition, and a joyous one at that. I won't sit here brooding my days away. Give me a moment to get ready. Away with you, dispirited Hanu. Oh, mournful Hanu. Mournful Hanu. He needs a party. Hello. Oh, Kale! There's a party. You want to come? What? The float is fixed! Our fallen friends would be glad to know that Ihihana will soon be underway. They would have wanted us to honor them with celebration, not let their loss deter us from it. I must go and enjoy the festival for those who no longer can. Pour a drink out to my homies. That was a squeak. Alright, Wook. We did it. The Hanu were pleased to hear their festival was going ahead, I imagine? That is well. Once your friends return, the lifting of wings can begin at last. Let's go!
So few have come.
Don't you fret.
Patience. Once Ihihana gets underway, no Hanu will be able to resist joining in.
It's gonna be great. I'm so excited.
Just so. Ukewu knows well the heart of the Hanu. Have faith, Third Promise, and climb aboard the float. It is time for the lifting of wings.
Oh, here we go. A boat you won't get seasick from.
Off we go.
Ihihana is a prayer for bountiful harvest. But this is not its only meaning.
What you mean? Explain to me.
It is also an exchange of pledges between rider and bearers. A commitment to a long and fruitful friendship.
Oh.
Listen well, friends! The personage we bear today is Wuklamat, the savior of our beloved festival! Let your shoulders burn, or your feathers fall out, but do not even think of dropping her!
No pressure.
Ready and...
Oh boy.
I could get used to this.
Look at them stomp their little bird feet.
Will empty bellies stop you from joining in the fun? Come and help us carry the float!
Woohoo! Party time!
Well, well, well. To see the day that Dawn's promise would ride our boat again. We've not had the honor since you were here, Gulung Jaja.
Right, we've enough bearers now. Onwards to Kozanuaki!
Kozanuaki! Oh no. Why do we look concerned?
Watch well, for you are about to bear witness to the true glory of Ihihana.
Ihihana! Oh.
The float draws upon our life force, concentrating and amplifying the energy. Keshaihi then receives that energy and expels it in a great burst, where it showers down upon the land to replenish its vital currents.
Hot damn. Rejuvenation! We fixed the reeds! Hell yeah.
It worked.
Like a literal charm.
The float really was helping the reeds.
Woohoo!
That was amazing! To think that such a thing was even possible!
We did it! Should I have left the float behind like that? I was so excited to see the reeds. Nothing to worry yourself over. My brethren have been swept up by the festival fever. By festival fever, last I saw. They were taking turns at the carrying poles on the way back to the village. Please, feel free to look over the fields and enjoy the sight of what you've accomplished. We should do that more often. Wooklamot is so cute.
Some of them still look a bit sickly.
I imagine even the harvest magic has its limits. If the Hanu continue their festival tradition year after year, though, the entire field should eventually recover.
Where does that leave us with the feet, then?
You've got nothing to fear on that account. Our situation could never have resolved itself. The revival of even a single reed would have served to demonstrate your commitment to the task.
Hell yeah.
That you recognized the nature of the float and found a near-perfect solution in Ihihana proves your dedication. What's more, I don't think I've seen the festival produce such impressive results since I was a mere chirper.
You're welcome for stealing the Warrior of Light's Aether to do
We have
so.
been lax in
Ahem.
maintaining
I
the
mean,
float,
having Wooklamot in your
diluting
float.
its magic and reducing Ihihana to hollow theater.
After taking down a little ordinary enemy, can be difficult. Nothing!
Kona!
That's why we're not the forefront. We're just hanging
I
out.
was delayed by an unpleasant encounter, but it seems I arrived at a good time.
Delayed by... Oh, did Two Head get to you too? What's that? Alfie looks really concerned right now. We're literally just hanging out, though. Wooklamot came to ask us for help. We didn't go to Wook and say, hey, we know a thing's happening.
Oh, isn't that
This time it
wonderful?
truly is just hanging out for now.
What? You just pour in some mystery liquid and problem solved?
Damn, what the hell?
Stagnant ether was to blame for the reed's poor condition. I assumed that was an alchemical concoction which enhances ethereal conductivity. It utilized the flowing water as an ethereal current, thereby promoting the transfer of life energies.
Aw, he wants to be all sciencey about it. But we got to throw a
I
party.
could not have devised without the education I received at the studium and the cooperation of my Archon allies.
Archon allies?
Oh boy.
You see, Lamachi, this is why we need to embrace foreign knowledge and technology.
Employed appropriately, they make light work of what would otherwise be arduous labor. There's no need to lug around heavy floats.
But it's tradition. Look at the angry eyes.
You always were the clever one, brother.
Your approach was no less effective, Wuklamat. It achieved the same result.
Indeed it did. And you enjoyed the festival, yes?
I did. It was so much fun. Having visited your village before, I thought I knew everything about it. As it turns out, I knew very little. About the reeds, about Ihihana. With all I've learned this time, I feel as though I've really come to know the Hanu. And I like you even more now than I did before.
Happy burb.
The feeling is mutual. And it's not just you who had a lot to learn either. I'll never look at our float the same way again.
The two of you have exceeded expectations. Come forth and claim your stones.
Yay!
So this is what they look like.
Go on, set it in the tablet.
A perfect fit. That leaves 6 more.
And on to the next.
Not even a moment of celebration. That's Kona for you.
The third promise? You must join us for Ihihana next season. As Dawn servant, of course.
Yeah!
Right. It's back to Tulihiola for now. Thank you for having us. I look
But we're
forward to
already on
seeing
the
you all
outside.
again.
Why would we go back to the inside? We just continue with the outside. I said the name of the game, roll credits.
These are interesting times indeed.
I like Evu. He's fun. Oh, here's you two.
The concoction was brewed by Kona himself. It's a test vial, but it should contain the same reagents.
Oh gosh. Why do I get the feeling you guys are gonna ruin
Good
everything we
work.
just fixed?
We'll use whatever we must to win. For win we must.
Evil laughs. My journey has just started, and already I've met so many wonderful people. Wook Evu, for one. He's a bit eccentric, but everyone could stand to be as respectful of other cultures as he is. And Ninu Hanu. It warmed my heart to see him honor his departed friend, through Ihihana, and to help others do the same. I can't help but feel excited thinking who else I might meet over the course of the contest. Come on, let's head back to Shabalyav Tai. I don't fucking know. Always ruin things for everyone else. I know. Why they gotta do that? Also, what's this over here? Anu Hanu. What have you for me? Oh, Aether Currents. Tell you what, we'll come to that when we start doing Aether Current things. Oh my gosh. It's so big. Let's go back to Tuliyolal. Dick Dastardly has Muttley, not Snidely Whiplash, just just nerd glasses. I stand corrected. Oh, wise door of all things dirty. Yep, nope. Never questioned. Need a nerd answer? Hit up a maze. He's got you. Alright, Wook. And just like that, we found an Elector and won our first keystone. I knew I was right to trust your instincts. Come on, let's keep things moving and march onwards to Yurkopacha. Chances are good we'll find an Elector there as well. Before we do anything, however, we should see what your opportunistic Pelu friend has to say. The approachable Pelu is waiting. Your questions done. It probably is. One is Dick Dastardly and the other one is Snidely Whiplash, to be fair. I've been waiting for what feels like days and eaten enough of Brook Evu's takus to feed an army. Takus? What even are my words? What is it you'd like to know? Our main concern was confirming the state of the road ahead. As I recall, to reach Urkopacha, we depart from the Arch of the Dawn, then take the road west at First Fork. Should we be wary of anything along the way? That is indeed the way to Urkopacha. After the damage wrought by the recent downpour, however, you'll be doing more stumbling than walking. What's up, Ogre? But do take heart. When it comes to rugged terrain, we have a most dependable solution available. Come with me. Oh, do we get alpaca? Wing of Protection Scout. What is your quest leading me to? I will decline for now. I'll do these side questies later. How's things, Ogre? Oh gosh. These alpacas. May I introduce you, our most dependable companion, the alpaca. Good God. Wook does not approve. These animals can traverse Urkopacha's steep mountain trails as if they were gentle fields. And all while carrying heavy loads. Our merchants would be lost without them. 1 second, guys. I'm getting a phone call. Okay. And back, so sorry. Doing good, preparing for Gen Con madness, preparing for game sessions that are happening before that. Ooh, so much gaming. Sweet alpacas, yeah. Alpacachino? Border. I have no words. So they fill much the same niche as our chocobos back home. You don't have alpacas in Eorzea? Alpacas are native to Yogg-Toghrul. Eorzea has its chocobos, and the eastern lands have their horses. Why go to the trouble of breeding another pack beast in a place where ill suits its qualities, where it is not needed anyway? But we must ride these little monsters. Oh, that was a question mark. But must we ride these little monsters? I get the impression you aren't fond of alpacas. When I was small, and being a bit naughty, I went around pulling on their wool. One of them spat on me, and it was the foulest stench you can imagine. Haha, I see. What do they like to ride? Alpacas bred as mounts are inquisitive and docile. Even those without experience find them easy to handle. Or was it Jujutsu Kaisen? Blame anime. Blame anime. We're really doing this then. So, was my information useful to you? Yes, very helpful. Even if it wasn't what I wanted to hear. Good. I'll take my payment now. What? What? You want me to pay you? I guess I should have expected as much from a Palu merchant. Let me see what I have on me. Nadar. Thanks for the resub, buddy. How you been? The Pelu value the act of spreading joy through trade. As you should know, they take pride in making deals that benefit both parties. Here you go. A fair price for your fair advice. Yes! I made a trade with the third promise herself! My friends will never believe this. I shall be on my way now. I wish you safe travels. Off you go then, and thank you. Power Ranger soundbite? I believe all of my notifications are a Power Ranger soundbite of some kind. I better not get spit on again. You brought that on yourself. Remain calm and gentle, and so will they. I'm still not happy about this, but if we need to ride alpacas to reach Europacha, then that's what we'll do. Gonna lurk so I don't spoil myself. That's fair. Enjoy. Oh, look at them right at the alpacas.
Turali poets of yore sang of a mountain that would stand tall, even should all other lands sink beneath the sea. Indomitable and eternal, it arises from Urkopacha, the 100 peaks of time. Of all the beasts which crawl and fly, only the legendary Valigarmanda could hope to disturb the summit's serene majesty. Yet, with that flying calamity imprisoned by the Dawn Serpent, what great feat remains for those who would claim the throne?
Urkopacha.
So this is Urkopacha. I've never actually been here before.
The air is so crisp and clear. mountains everywhere you look.
That one massive peak in particular has quite the presence. It puts me in mind of Tsume.
That is Warkor Sormor, the tallest mountain in Yogg-Tural. Its sheer height makes it an imposing climb. But there are other reasons the ambitious keep their distance.
Why?
Oh, do tell.
Where to begin?
Excuse me, but you're Wuk-Lamat, are you not? I hadn't thought to encounter one of the Dawn's promise here, of all places.
There's so many Hrothgar, it makes me so happy.
But I should introduce myself.
Bolnok.
I am Bolnok, a weaver by trade.
Well met, Bolnok. We're on our way to Watrunpelo.
Oh, truly, I've just come from there, as it happens. I'd asked the Pelu who sell me their wool to give me a tour of their alpaca ranch. The head rancher and I shared a bottle of mezcal while he explained the finer points of wool production.
Mezcal, is that a local beverage?
It's an Urgopacha specialty, a spirit made from distilled agave heart juice.
Yes, and it must have done wonders for my mood, for I tripled my usual order of alpaca wool. They did offer me a discount, though, so it wasn't a bad deal in the end. But listen to me, boring you with my tedious stories. I will leave you before you are lulled to sleep. Goodbye, and safe travels. Oh, silly me. I almost forgot to say the thing I actually wanted to say.
Ah, he's so cute.
Peace for Tural. I agree with your vision, Third Promise. You have my support in your bid for the throne.
Ah. This is sweet.
I gather from his tale we would be foolish to underestimate Pelu merchants.
Yes, they do more than run the markets in Tuliolal. Pelu peddlers can be found everywhere in Tural, traveling from place to place on their sturdy alpacas. They are effusive and engaging speakers, and many's the customer who's been talked into spending more than they bargained for.
They won't find this customer so easily charmed.
Don't underestimate the local booze either.
Watrunpelo's
Yeah,
down the
seriously.
path. Off the main road. Don't get lost.
It's right there.
It's literally within. It is literally right there, Aaron. She'll be fine. That's funny. The alpacas bounce when they walk. It's super cute. Oh, there it goes. This is it. Watrunpelo, home of the Pelu. Wuk-Lamat should have arrived before us. 2 steps ahead. That's it. She right there. Ah, that's not good. What's not good? You've come all this way for the right of succession? Oh, so this means I'm exchanging words with a future Dawn servant. But please, the outcome is far from decided, but it is a possibility. How fortunate, then, that I deal in cloaks woven from especially luxurious alpaca wool. Such a garment would look magnificent when draped over the shoulders of our budding ruler. And a nation's ruler should dress her best for her adoring people, yes? Finery for our finest lady. That's right. Come, third promise, my well-stocked shelves are but a few steps away. Finest lady? I like the sound of that. Alright, I suppose a quick look wouldn't hurt. Ahem. What did we just talk about? Erenville, when did you... Ah, a Shitona from far-off Jacques Toural. Northern winters are bitterly cold affairs, I'm told. I cannot imagine how you survived them without a lovely warm cloak of quality alpaca wool. No, thank you. I'm not in need of new clothes at the moment, and neither is the third promise. Perhaps another time. Of course, of course. My shop door is always open. Ooh. That stare. You were saying something about not being easily charmed? I was just... As I mentioned previously, the Pelu people live for bringing happiness through trade. They won't cheat you or sell you defective goods. They will, however, disarm you with their deft turn of phrase, and unwitting customers like Wuklumat fall prey to this affable approach from time to time, or time and time again. Your only recourse is a clear, firm refusal. They won't pursue the matter should you make your disinterest plain. Well, a valuable insight into the minds of the Pelu Pelu. Let us all take Erenville's words of caution to heart. Well, it's a good thing we don't have Estinian with us. Boy paid 1,000 gil for a hair tie. Poor Luke. So sad. Wuklumat is ready to search out the Dawn Servant's Elector. Not my finest moment, I'll admit. But now that we're here, let's do what we came to do. Find the Elector. Allow me to propose a strategy then. Cryo, Alize, and I will speak with the merchants. Wuklumat, you and Erenville might try approaching travelers and passerbys. Ryu, pray, investigate any of the other establishments which catch your eye. Should we learn aught of use, let us relay it to the third promise. There we go. You've bought 8 chocobos, weights, and cheese wheels. Yeah, uh-oh. Amazed, that sounds like a story. Have you been duped by the Pelu Pelu? A distillery worker? Well, well. Let me just walk on over here and have a little chit-chat with you, my man. The Dawn Servant Elector? Ah, I thought you were a new face in town. Here for the rights of succession, I take it? Me, I don't much care who sits on the throne, so long as they keep Toural peaceful. People tend not to be in the mood to relax and sip our excellent mezcal once arrows and spears start flying, if you know what I mean. Speaking of which, would you like a cup? A joy shared is a joy doubled, I say. I do. I want a cup. I want a cup. Oh, right. Yes, you were asking about the Elector business. Being but freshly returned from my trading routes, I've heard that there is a contest afoot, but not much else. Our head ledger, Tobley, could probably tell you more about it. Alright, to Tobley we go. I wanted a drink, though, man. Cactus. Impatient porter. Electors? Oh, yes, I've heard all about the right of succession. They're looking to put new ruler on the throne, eh? On the throne, I can't read, guys. I've been doing this way too long. Personally, I'm rooting for Hrothgal. The first promise wins, or if the first promise wins, he'll look to expand our sphere of influence. That means access to more resources and more customers. In the thousands column, potentially. So many new trading opportunities to spread happiness far and wide. Others have been coming around to my way of thinking, so I've begun crafting goods inspired by the resilient sun. Would you care to purchase something? No, I would not. Once played a half-orc noble sorcerer with low wisdom that brought a whole bunch of ice in the middle of a frozen I love it. Very well, you said you wanted to know about the Elector? I could help you, but I won't. I can tell you're no supporter of Hrothgal or his policies. Oh god, fine. Jesus. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy and open up the porter. And then we'll get the gemstone guy open. Okay. Oh, welcome back, Porter. Lost internet connection? No, don't panic. It's okay. Mablu. Hello there. I'm Mablu. Did you have a question for me? Sorry, I don't know about any electors. You should take a moment to see our prized alpacas before you leave, though. Oh, but be sure to admire them from a respectable distance. Don't get too close, and our nervous darlings... Or get too close, and our nervous darlings may be tempted to spit on you. And that stuff stinks. It happened to a visiting buyer not long ago. Tobley, that's the head rancher, was so mad at me for not giving a proper warning. No one makes a mistake without Tobley noticing. He notices everything that happens on this ranch. Tobley, you say. Head rancher. To be fair, he has promised the quantity of ice he bought was enough to form his own Iceland. Oh my gosh. Poor sorcerer. Wook, guess what? You really have to watch yourself around these silver-tongued peddlers. I almost bought a bottle of mezcal and a stack of blankets, and then there was this enchanting ornament. Anyway, I did manage to learn that Tobley is the man to talk to about the contest. Now, if only they'd share where this head ledger of theirs is to be found. Really? He's also the head rancher? Well, the alpaca ranch is not far from here. I say we pay it a visit before the others return. We're gonna end up buying several alpacas. Your first low wisdom character? I tend to play either low int or low dex characters most of the time. I did have one character that I built to be kind of sickly, and they had a low constitution. Whew, that one was rough. I like playing low int though. It makes me happy. I can't be yelled at for not taking notes on everything because my character wouldn't know it anyway. Oh, that is a lot of alpacas. Still, we know the head ledger could be here somewhere. I can't let fear deter me. Not to say that I'm scared, of course. Excuse me, is one of the workers Tobley? Tobley? Oh yes, he likes to mingle with the ranch hands and keep an eye on things. I can't tell you which one he is, though. You can't? Is this part of the contest? All I can say is that Tobley often mentions his favorite pungent subject. He also can't resist a profitable trade, though who among us could, am I right? Still, if you bring him a very good deal, he might let his identity slip. Heh, so it's like a game. Easy enough. All I have to do is offer Tobli a deal he can't ignore. No problem at all. Well, maybe one problem. I don't think my purse is deep enough to pay everyone who we think might be Tobli. Let's ask some questions first to narrow down the field. Almost always play a low charisma character, such as a fighter with poor social skills. Not that he is evil, more he's... True facts. So whenever I play a high charisma character, I make sure that that charisma does nothing with actual charm and is more leaning into the intimidation aspect of things. Because I also can't talk myself out of a paper bag in real life, so trying to pretend I can during improv is impossible. Great! We can meet back here to share our impressions. Well, obviously I'm not Tobli. I mean... Oops, I shouldn't have said that. You are meant to find out for yourself who Tobli is, or if an elector is even in the village at all. Good luck. Ah, a visitor from across the salt, if I'm not mistaken. Be warned, the alpacas will spit if you startle them. I suggest you keep your movements slow and deliberate. Am I Tobli? Yes, yes, that's me. Excellent work from the third promise and her entourage. Sharp instincts. Shall we commence the rite of succession then? Yeah, no way. You think I might be Tobli? Well, maybe I am. All I will say is that in this village, none have reared more alpaca than I. I think it's the diligent ranch hand. This guy was being sarcastic as fuck. I'll sniff out the head ledger in a heartbeat. You'll see! Almost always play, yeah. Though I did a great Kilua that had low charisma. What's a Kilua? Or a Kilua? I see we're both done with our interrogations. So who do you think it is? I have my suspicions, but let's hear your pick. Kilua from... Oh, see, I'm not familiar with Hunter x Hunter. I think it's the diligent ranch hand. Ah, the worker's so intent on stable chores, I had my eye on that one too. Time to rip the mask off our mystery ranch hand, so to speak. We know it's you, Tobli, and to prove it, I propose a deal. A generous sum of coin for confirmation of your true identity. An offer I gladly accept. As you have correctly guessed, I am indeed Tobli, head ledger of Wachunpelo. Still can't say these things. And head rancher of the family ranch. I am also one of Gulul Jaja's chosen electors. Aha! In a place featured in the Tuliolal saga, just as we thought. I was right to trust in your instincts, and I wager this won't be the last time. This is a Kilua. See, it just looks like an anime kid to me. I know nothing about this guy. She found you out fair and square, Tobli. Oh, one sec. Getting another phone call. Okay, let's try that again. And I'm glad she did. Would have been a pity had her bid ended here. Oh, so many phone calls.
Deducing the Dawnservant's elector was the first step of the feat. Too simple a task for this aspiring ruler, eh?
Right. Not hard at all.
Oh! It's Body Brother.
Zorolcha.
I am told the head ledger, Tobli, is to be found here.
You have to guess which one of us is Tobli. That's part of the test.
Oh boy.
You're Tobli.
Without even asking a single question. Very impressive indeed.
Intimidation!
Without a amusing prologue out of the way, we can proceed to the actual challenge. Per the Dawnservant's instructions, I was free to devise any manner of feat. I considered a number of possibilities in the 10th column. But I think I have a good one. You must go forth and capture for me an alpaca.
The fuck? Why I gotta go get an alpaca? You got plenty of alpacas.
While I've not
Hi,
had
DJ.
the best experiences with alpacas, aren't they generally docile creatures? That doesn't sound like much of a challenge.
Bring out the example!
Oh no. Oh boy.
This is a special kind of alpaca. Would you please approach the animal, third promise?
Oh no.
Who? Me? Well, it should stay calm if I stay calm, right? That's what Erinville said.
Oh, she's gonna get spit on again. Oh, dude. Gross.
The little monster spat on me!
Oh, that stinks.
Right in the face.
Alpacas are paradoxical creatures, being both extremely curious and extremely cowardly. Press your luck when they're frightened, and you'll get a face full of spit, as you've all just witnessed. Has an awful stench.
Con save rolled a 1. Yeah, seriously.
The blobs contain half-digested food, you see, making it an effective deterrent against perceived
It's
threats.
so gross.
Wild valley breed like this one are especially timid and can therefore be quick to lash out. They're also especially hardy.
Oh boy.
Indeed. We take the rugged wild alpacas and breed them with our gentle domesticated stock. This produces the strong but biddable pack animals prized by our traveling merchants.
Hi, Marv.
That's all well and good, but did I need to bathe an alpaca spit for you to make your point?
So, the task is to catch a wild alpaca.
That is correct. But be warned that it is a feat easier said
You too,
than
buddy.
done. I suggest you prepare well before you enter the valley where the creatures dwell. And by you, I mean the claimants only. Allies are not permitted to assist with the catching. The
Hydrate.
alpacas will help me judge which of you is worthy of receiving a keystone.
So I'm to chase down a fluffy, spitting demon, and that somehow proves I'm fit to rule?
As I said, the Dawn Servant granted me the freedom to decide my challenge. And when you reach the end of the ride, I dare say you will understand why I chose what I chose.
Oh gosh, so ominous. I don't like it.
Very well. This won't take long.
Wait! Didn't I warn you this was easier said than done? There are preparations to be made, factors to consider.
A beast is a beast. All yield to strength.
Oof. This guy.
So far, this experience has done absolutely nothing to improve my opinion of alpacas.
I look so unamused.
But that doesn't mean I can't do this. Revolting spit aside, they're just another animal.
Are you all right, Uklamat? We thought we heard you scream.
The third promise does not scream. It was more of a startled yelp.
Scream, in other words.
Shut up, Aaron. Poor Wook.
Did you find the Elector?
Oh, we certainly did.
That is a pretty accurate description, DJ. I had to go and wash that nasty stuff off my face. I think I got all of it. But would you mind taking a sniff for me, just to make sure? The stench has ruined my sense of smell. You want me to sniff your face? Hey, I saw that look. I'm not going to sniff your face, Wook. Karen is not a mythical creature. Karen is a genuine, real threat to society. As Wook helped demonstrate, the valley alpaca are wary of people. Getting close enough to catch one will not be an easy task. You might have warned me about that earlier. I have enough trouble with tame alpacas. How do you expect me to wrangle a wild one? With the proper saddle, we infuse the leather with a relaxing scent that soothes the spitting beast. Wonderful! Give me one of those. Have you perhaps forgotten we are a clan of merchants? If you want a taming saddle, then you'll need to find a saddler and make them an offer. They don't come cheap, of course. Crafting a saddle will cost you the equivalent of 10 pel, in the thousands column. You mean 10,000 pel? I don't have that kind of coin. Converting to gil, that comes to around 1 million or so. Mayhap if we all pitch in. No, no, this is my feat to accomplish. I wouldn't feel right about having others pay the cost. I'll find the money somehow. In that case... that basket of wool is worth the sum you paid me earlier. 1 pel in the hundreds column. Beginning with the wool, you can trade for ever more valuable goods until you have something suitable to bargain with for the saddle. That's a nice gesture, but you think I can turn 100 pel into 1,000,000? That's 10,000 times more. We need 10,000 pel, not 1,000,000. So we're looking at 100 times more. Oh, right. I panicked and got it confused with Alphinode's million gil. I'm not so sure about this trading idea. You were almost talked into buying a cloak you didn't need mere moments after you arrived. But I just... God, I hate it when you're right. Then let me help you with your deal-making. Oh, hello again. Mablu! I work here as a ranch hand, but I've also learned a lot about the peddler profession. Maybe Maleficent or Malfeasant? Is it Malfeasant? Is that the word I'm thinking of? One of the two. It's alright if I ate them now, yes? I guided the claimants toward the first step of the feat like you asked. As long as Wuklamot goes alone to capture her alpaca, she is free to accept assistance from whomever she likes. Hooray! Let's see about getting you that saddle then, third promise. Oh, instead of saying Karen, saying Maleficent? Got you. That's where I got confused. I thought you were replacing mythical with another M word. Did that, and not malevolent. Oh, malevolent! Yes, that would also be accurate. I don't know why you made your offer, but I could use an ally with a beak for bargains. Welcome aboard, Mablu. Should the rest of us stay behind, perhaps? It may be easier to haggle over prices without so many voices chiming in. Yes, stay here and pitch in with the ranch work. With Mablu gone, I'll need extra hands to tend to the alpacas. Gladly, although, Ryu, I think you should go with Wuklamot. You've seen markets and bazaars the world over, and surely have sage advice to share. Against the Pelu Pelu? I don't know. In that case, you should also hold on to the alpaca wool. If it's misplaced or soiled in some way, you'll have nothing to bargain with. As if I'd do such a thing! But I'll leave the wool with Ryu anyway. The better to keep my hands free. To begin, I suggest we try trading the wool to Havli, the saddler. He won't agree to the deal, of course, but it'll give us an idea of how much he'll accept for his wares. Alright, to the saddler we go. Aaronville does not mince words, and he really just hammers it home with poor Wook. There's Havli. I did stream earlier today. Something I can do for you? We've come to bargain. I need one of your special taming saddles to catch a wild alpaca. A saddle, is it? And how will you be paying for it? With this basket of fine alpaca wool. What use does a saddle maker have for wool? Besides, this would barely cover the cost of a single strap buckle. Offer me something I actually want. And what might that be? Mezcal. I like to nurse a cup at day's end while I inspect my finished work. Bring me a jug of quality stuff and you've got yourself a deal. This bodes well for us, Third Promise. Such mezcal can be had for only 5 pel in the thousands column. Hold on. Did you say Third Promise? Then my offer has changed. The saddle is going to cost you a jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years at least. 3 years? That stuff is valued at 10,000 pel or more. Why have you doubled the price? Because I must support the man of ambition who will see my business prosper. Zoral Jah will go to war and his cavalry will need saddles. Lots of saddles. It's nothing personal, Third Promise, but I won't sell you my craft for anything less than my asking price. Damn. Warrior of Light, sit on him. No, my pants. Can't say that I blame him. I'm known for championing peace, and peace is unlikely to bring him more customers. Those of our grandparents' generation remember the dark days when the clans were at war. Many of these Pelu pray for your victory, Wuklamat. The younger ones, though, to them, strife and bloodshed are as children's stories. They think themselves safe from these horrors and take the peace we now enjoy for granted. Still, others are unsatisfied with this quiet prosperity and crave the future the Second Promise envisions. They've become obsessed with innovations like the dirigibles and have made trade swift and easy. Then you have those like Havli, convinced that the First Promise's plans for conquest will afford them opportunities for great profit. But what about you, Mablu? Aren't you of the younger generation? At least a year or two younger than me, I'd say. Oh, I was raised on the old tales. I've memorized the accounts of what it was like when Yakui ruled our village. Fringy rule of acquisition, peace is good for business. That's why I offered to help. I want you to become Dawn Servant to keep our nation from going back to the way it was. Well then, I guess I'd better make sure I win the contest. But the type of mezcal the saddle maker wants is so very expensive. Weren't we expecting to need 10,000 pel from the onset? Nothing's changed. We just need to get on with it. I may not have a head for trade or the stomach for alpacas, but I won't give up with the piece of Tuliola on the line. Then neither will I. We will make you Dawn Servant. Aiming for that 10,000 pel jug right away will only bring us failure and frustration. So let's first try exchanging the wool for anything even a touch more valuable. The trick is to find someone who needs alpaca wool and is willing to trade at a loss to acquire it. Someone who supports your bid for the throne, for instance. Well, that guy for sure. We're just gonna... Oh my gosh. He just bought a bunch of wool because he was drunk. And now we're gonna go and take the wool away from him. Of course. The weaver. Bolnock was his name, I believe. He went out of his way to say he agreed with my vision. And he was here to buy wool. I think I remember the direction he was going, but for now, let's head back to that road where we first met him. This poor man. One raw deal after the next. That's just it. He bought it, though. And we're giving him something less. This is the spot. After Bolnock talked to us, he walked off to the south. Then he was probably going to... Oh, God. Isuvlos. Ikuvlos Inn. Most visitors to Wachun Pelu end up staying there. Let's go and check it out, shall we? God, these names, these words. Of one of the town songs in Chrono Cross? The second one that you run into? Like the merchant town from the second world? Because that's what I thought of. Can I have that basket, Ryu? Yep, yeah, that's the one too. Thanks. Now let's see if we can turn a profit. Oh boy. Bolnock, I'm glad we found you. Are you interested in making a trade? Third, promise, you wish to do business with me. Might I ask what this is all about? I see. So the goal is to turn that basket of wool into a jug of 3-year-old premium mezcal. Then allow me to invest in your efforts. Ah, good old Bolnock. Peace in Tural is what allows me to cross freely into the lands of my suppliers. Naturally, I would prefer that one pledged to preserve that peace win the throne. Thus, I do humbly offer you this wool poncho, a small token that I pray contributes to your victory. Yay, poncho! Oh, that's fine craftsmanship. A garment like that would easily fetch 5 pel in the hundreds column, not the thousands. Oh, that's very generous, Bolnock. Thank you. I promise I won't let you down. I have every faith in you, Third Promise. May fortune bless your future dealings. I want to wear Funko. I can't believe you quintupled your investment with your first deal. God, we're off to a fantastic start. Only because Ryu remembered our weaver friend. All I did was hand over the wool. That's not true. The connections you build with people are vital. This is one of the most fundamental precepts of trading. One which you've instinctively mastered. Instinctively. One of the two. You think so? I know so. Now, let's take our 500 pel poncho and trade it for something even more valuable. Here, Ryu, you take the poncho. If I lost it somehow, Erenville would never let me hear the end of it. Poncho for me! All set. Our next deal is waiting to be found. Excellent trade! Success! I've done a thing! Oh man. Leveraging connections is a sound strategy, but we should also consider its supply and demand. An individual in urgent need of a good poncho will offer more than a merchant simply looking to stock his shelves. Well, that makes sense, but how do we know if someone needs a poncho? If they have a fabulous sense of style! If they aren't wearing one? I mean, that's the obvious answer, isn't it? We look for a person without a poncho and hope they are eager to buy ours. Yes, there you go. We find the demand for our supply. So where should we begin our search for prospective buyers? There are any number of places we could go. Oh my god, I can't read. There are any number of places, but we could do worse than starting right here at the inn. There might be interested travelers. Goodness. Who here needs a poncho? A lot of Mamulja hardly wear anything to begin with. Those are probably Landsguard or sellswords. Mamulja who soldier for a living prefer not to wear much above the waist. It hampers their movements. It is starting to get tired. So even if they have bared shoulders, Mamulja carrying arms can be struck off the list. That's fair, that's fair. Alright. A sweaty Dopro probably isn't looking for one. A disconcerted Hubigo? He might be. Let's see. No coat or cloak, but also no weapons. We might have a winner. I have a hamper. It never hampers my movement. Ha! Ho there, friend. You're not a mercenary by trade, right? I was curious about your bold choice of dress, or lack thereof. Oh, it was no choice of mine. Believe me, I was attacked by beasts on the way here and barely escaped with my scales intact. My coat was not so lucky. I'm actually a tool maker from Tuliolal, and was dressed quite smartly. All the better to show the Pelu I am a man who takes pride in his appearance, and therefore his work as well. But now look at me. Well, sir, this is your lucky day. I have a poncho for you. What a splendid poncho. This would be perfect replacement for the coat I lost. We'd be willing to part with it if you'd care to make a trade. For one of your fine tools, perhaps. Sad thing is, Chrono Cross is a fave JRPG, but so many people today are like, what is wrong with you? Listen, don't listen to those people. They're wrong. Chrono Cross is a great RPG. What about this hatchet? I crafted it myself, and will vouch for its quality. That blade looks sharp. The haft well made. I'd valued it 1 pel in the thousands column. Oh, then we just doubled our venture again. Oh-ho! From 500 to 1,000. We have a deal. Wonderful. A fine garment such as this should put me on even footing with the Pelu merchant. Like an eponymous owner of Miplu's mate garden, for one. Her field hands use hatchets to harvest the mate. And I thought to impress her with the tool I sold you. What? No matter. I have other wares to sell. Glad I have met you. What? What are these words that you just used at me? Did you hear that? We've already found our next buyer. To Miplu's mate garden. It must be Mate. Yes, but it's a fair distance on foot. We should take alpacas. No, not alpacas. Wook, no. These ones will be the calm type, right? Hi, Casey. Yep, part 2. Excellent trade from 5 to 1. Success! On part 2, I'm losing my ability to read. I don't know what words mean anymore. I don't know what that sentence meant a second ago. Well done recognizing that toolmaker as a potential customer. If you have a mind to change professions, you'd make an excellent merchant. Yay me. To bed! Ah, I should be doing the same. We're creeping up on midnight soon. Wuklamat steels herself to ride, yeah. Before we get moving, you should be the one to hold this. Oh, the hatchet? Give me the hatchet. With that, I suppose we should hop on the alpacas Mablu has so kindly provided. To the alpacas we go. Ready to go? Let's mount up. Alpacas! And off to the mate fields we go. Oh, please don't spit. Please don't spit. You'll be fine. These ones are accustomed to people. I still don't trust them. You have a knack for riding, no matter what you say. Without our alpaca friends, we Pelu would never have been becoming traveling merchants. Can you imagine walking all the way to Tural? Go, alpacas, go! Workhor Zormor, wasn't that the name? A forbidding sight, isn't it? One I've never appreciated up close. You have to take the long way around the cliffs to get there to the highlands belonging to the Yakhui. So Mablu, you said you were learning about peddler profession. You don't care for ranch work? Oh no, I love it. I love working with alpacas. But becoming a peddler has always been a dream of mine. It's just, I'm not sure I have the talent for it. If I can help you buy the taming saddle, though, then it'd be proof that I can do this after all. In that case, you'd best get ready to be a good merchant. Look, we're almost there. Go, alpacas, go. Is that not a cactar? It's very much time for bed. We may finish up this one particular quest and then call it a leapy. No sleep cup. Good. Shard stuff, you need to get some sleeps. Why are you not sleeping? Gonna be up for a hot minute. I'll be sad if you leave soon. I'm so sorry. Have a good sleep, Border. What is this thing you see? Short stuff is when you close your eyes and you lay your head on a nice comfy pillow and then the next time you open your eyes, you're rested, maybe a little sleepy still, but it's been hours. And your body is rejuvenation. We made it, and without a single smelly incident. I sent the alpacas back to Ikuvlo's inn, so we'll walk along the main road when we return to the village. Speaking of roads to travel, you were adopted by the Dawn Servant, weren't you, Third Promise? That I was. Then perhaps you understand. I was an orphan too, you see. Tobley took me in. He took in all the ranch hands, actually. All of them. You're a vampire on the download? Oh god. Yes, and everyone works hard at their chores, grateful for the opportunity to go repay the head ledger's generosity. Yet here I am, the only one wanting to go off and be a merchant. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you this. We need to keep trading things for your saddle. If you... Oh my god. I'm sorry I don't know why I'm telling you this. We need to keep trading things for your saddle if you're to prepare for the Feat of Gold. As it's mate harvesting season, they can't have too many quality hatchets. And to that, Wuklamat's way with people, and we should have no trouble making a favorable deal. That's Miplu herself over there. Pass the hatchet to the Third Promise and let's go bargaining. Oh man. I'm having a really hard time genuinely reading. The boys are due to get up for school in around an hour, so sleep will have to wait. What the hell? So you sleep when they're not home, right? That sounds good to me. You have that little axe for me? Yeah, I do. Sometimes. So today, right? Today will be the sometimes that you're talking about? Thanks. Now to see what we can get for it. Oh, gosh. You're Miplu, the owner of these fields. I have a mind to trade if you're interested. Well, well, the third promise. I might be convinced to entertain a proposal. What do you have an offer? What do you have to offer? Ugh. This hatchet, forged by a seasoned artisan, the razor edge of this exceptional tool will make light work of your crops. The quality is acceptable, I suppose. I offer you a large sack of mate leaves in exchange. A sack of leaves is valued at 1 pel in the 1,000 column, the same price as the hatchet. This deal would bring us no closer to the mezcal. If I may, Mistress Miplu, it's harvesting season, is it not? Does not the demand for hatchets afford them a higher value? It is indeed the season, which is why I procured an ample batch of tools well in advance. Oh, we've missed the window for demand. In that case, we'll have to fall back on connections. Think of it this way. A generous deal here will put you in the third promise's good graces. Surely that's worthy of consideration. I do not wish to give offense, but I must tell you that I stand with the second promise. His innovations will improve every aspect of our lives, I believe including farming. And I will no longer have need of hatchets. I assure you that I have nothing but respect for Wuk-Lamat. That is why I'm prepared to purchase a spare hatchet at a fair price. I suppose it is fair, given your reasons, but we ourselves would be no better off for the transaction. How about this, then? If we were to help bring in your harvest, would you give us a better deal? Well, as a matter of fact, I would. Until Kona's reforms come about, I can always use more hands in the field. Then you can go ahead and add our labor to the bargain. Added value to tip the scales. How could I have forgotten one of the most basic rules of trading? You can rest here if you like, Mablu. Ryu and I have mate together. What? Don't rope me in. I don't want to gather mate. I just carry hatchets. Oh no, I'm helping too. See? I don't have to do it. Mablu do it. Off to the fields then, and mind you pick the healthy leaves. I'll take 5 good bundles from each of you. Oh man. Wook, why you do this to me? Dang it. Leaves over here. Hydrate. You got it. Warrior of Light does not complain, as she's done much harder tasks before. I mean, I have, but I didn't want to gather leaves. I just want to go fight that 2-headed beast. That's what I'm on this adventure for. Killing the thing needs killing. Air current up there. You've brought me some leaves, then. I have. Here you go. An acceptable harvest. We'll see how your companions fared before I make any decisions, though. Wuklamat's gonna come with just the whole field worth. Here, we've brought our share as well. Thank you, Third Promise. This is more than enough to hold up your end of the bargain. Now, it's time to honor mine, after adding the value of your labor to the price of the hatchet. I'm prepared to offer you a full sack of our highest grade mate leaves. Premium mate! Bought at the shop, one sack of those leaves would cost no less than 5 pel in the thousands column. Then we can bid farewell to this hatchet. I'll give it a good home. Talk of the contest aside, I'm glad we could come to a mutual agreeable trade. As am I. All the best with the rest of your harvest. Bye! Mablu, what's wrong? It's as I was saying before. Even after everything Tobli's done for me, I'm planning to abandon it all and become a merchant. But then I needed your help after forgetting a basic rule of trade. How can I expect Tobli to accept my decision? Have you mentioned your plans? So you intend to give up then, huh? Have you mentioned your plans to leave? Not exactly. I wanted to prove I could succeed as a peddler before I declared my intentions. I seek to follow in my father's footsteps, but not because he expects it of me. I want to preserve Tural's peace and become Dawn's servant. Becoming Dawn's servant happens to be the best way to do it. You should live a life of your own choosing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Tobli held the same opinion, so talk to him. You're right. It's better to find out for sure than worry over what he might say. Thanks for the advice. But first, we have a saddle to buy. I want that success under my belt so I can be sure of my decision. What's next, then? We try to trade our tea leaves for something halfway to 10,000 pel? No, I think we're close enough now. I say we go straight to the premium mezcal. Bargained our way into double the value, eh? Think you can do it? Trust me, I will make this trade work. I admire you, Third Promise, and you're holding your own against such strong competition for the throne is inspiring. Am I really holding my own against Kona and Zorajal? Zoraldja? Words. I mean, of course I am. I'm Wuklamat of the Dawn's Promise, after all. My character looks unamused every time they flip over to her. Maybe it's the cat face. But man. Excellent trade. That was a good trade. Hot damn. But she always looks either concerned or unamused or annoyed. Oh, Wuklamat has her eye on sugar premium mezcal. Ooh, yawns. Before we go, let me give you the mate leaves. I don't need to risk proving Erenville's point. Yes, thank you. You remembered something you forgot. What'd you forget? Ready then? Our next stop is the Mezcal Distillery. Back in the main city, I'm sure. Yep, back over here. So I'll just cheat the system a little bit. Yeah. will want to speak with a man by the name of Gobley. Even among his fellow distilleries, he's regarded as a master of the craft. He knows the value of his product, so if we're to convince him to trade for twice what the leaves are worth, we're going to need targeted information. That means asking around and taking in the gossip. If you could talk to the people here in the distillery, Ryu, perhaps Wuklamat could do the same at the village entrance. Meanwhile, I'll head to the north side and see what I can learn. Alrighty. Ibilja! Me? I'm a chef from Tuliolal. I often come here to buy Gobley's mezcal, the finest in Tural according to my customers. He always brings out a jug during our dealings, but I can't handle the stuff too well myself. I take small steps, not wanting to be impolite, you understand, but still end up so addled as to agree to whatever price he quotes me. It would be nice to have less, potent refreshments during such conversations, else I might have to seriously reconsider our arrangement. So, this is the guy that gets people drunk to sell them more stuff. Gobley might be a deft hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to appearances. Rumor has it he's been invited to the palace for business negotiations. If he presents himself to the court wearing his usual rumpled attire, though, he'll be laughed out of the sun perch. Alright, so we need to give him advice on clothing. Not drink during the dealings. Where's my last guy? Oh, there he is. There's not much I can say about Gobley, but I can tell you what Gobley's been saying. The other day, he was muttering about monsters prowling around Agave Jaws. That's the field where they gather ingredients for the mezcal. Their presence has made it harder to procure the ingredients and thus driven up the price of his product. A boon, some might argue, but it's hard to celebrate when it affects the work as it does. Can't rightly bring joy to people if you can't keep making the thing they love. Okay. So we can go deal with his monster problem, I suppose. What are you doing over here? So what did you find out? Bad clothes, gets people drunk, having a problem with monsters. Oh, we can make use of all these tidbits. The deal is as good as sealed. As for me, I found out where Gobley is working. There's a millstone at the top of the slope behind the distillery. You go on ahead and I'll bring Wuklamat. Okay. There's Gobley. You have business with me, madam? Why don't we talk down below so as not to distract the alpaca from his work? Now, what's this about? Keep it brief, if you would. I'm a busy man. We're in the market for a 3-year-old jug of premium mezcal, assuming you have any on hand, that is. Ah, an excellent choice. I must warn you, though, it doesn't come cheap. We don't have pel, but we can offer a sack of mate leaves in exchange. It's top-grade stuff, like the mezcal. No deal. Mate leaves are well and good, but I don't have any use for them. No deal? Just like that? Still, I'd hate to send you away empty-handed. Why don't we sit and chat a while over a cup of mezcal? Nah, let's not. Now the real bargaining begins. Which of our cards do you want to play first? His future endeavors, the Hubijo... I think it's Hubijo, chief's distaste for strong drink. I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid I can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers, a Hubijo chef, is the same. Seeing as not everyone can enjoy mezcal, I wonder if you might benefit from having other refreshments to offer. Something like mate tea, for instance, and brewed from the finest leaves, of course. Ah, you're right. Absolutely right. I had noticed a growing reluctance on the part of my Hubigio friend, but did not realize I myself was to blame. I must endeavor to be a better host. Still, even with that added value in mind, no sack of leaves is worth a mezcal you're after. Should we offer to call the monsters causing them trouble? Not yet. We'll keep that card up our sleeve until we need it. As I expect you're aware, the rite of succession is currently taking place. That's why the third promise has graced us with her presence. When the contest is decided, the subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet will be a prestigious affair. If your mezcal were to be served there, it would bring your distillery immeasurable fame. Wait, could it be that your rumored invitation to the palace is to discuss that very possibility? Well, as a matter of fact, yes. I must admit, I'm still reeling from the abruptness of it all. It would be a great honor and opportunity if I could secure the deal. Well, I should think your exceptional mezcal would speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as being too prepared, and first impressions last. You'll want to be wearing your very best when you walk into Valag Shunsa. It would be such a shame. It would be such a shame to miss the chance of a lifetime simply for want of proper garments. Jesus Christ. Wear something better, ya boob. Well, that it would. Are you saying you have garments to offer? Something ideal for court? We have no garments on hand, I'm afraid, but we can provide you with the next best thing, an introduction to a weaver. His name is Bolnok, and his works are highly regarded in Tuliolal. Damn. As a supporter of Wuk-Lamat and keen observer of palace politics, he will doubtless be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit to fit this golden occasion. That is certainly a tempting proposal, and one of which I should like to take full advantage, but the scales still aren't quite balancing. Now we go kill things. Say, weren't there monsters running amok in Agave Jaws? That's a problem we could easily solve for you. Oh, truly? Well, I would be most grateful for your immediate assistance. I was resigned to hiring sellswords to clear them out. Factoring in that saved expense and an introduction to this trusted weaver, this is shaping out to be a sound bargain. Alright, you got a deal. Yes, I knew you'd come around. Give us a moment, and Ryu and I will take care of those prowling nuisances. Yes, we get to kill things. In the meantime, I'll use the time to pen an introductory letter to Bolnok. The fields you're looking for are just north of Wanchunpelo. Be careful. Let's go. North this way. See. Where is my prey? Oh, he up there. Oh, that's just Wook. Where am I at? That should be Agave Jaws just over there. This will go faster if we split up. Come and find me once you finish clearing out your share of pests. Oh, top. Dead. Victory! Alright, last one. Did the thing? Good. Ta-da! Oh, there's another one. Let me up. Wook! Did you get them? Compared to the creatures I hunted with Papa, this was no challenge at all. Come on, let's head back to the distillery. All that's left is to give Mablu the sack of leaves so she can seal the deal. Away we go. Oh, it's 100. Hello. I'm not too far behind you. I'm very tired. I was hoping this wouldn't be, this wouldn't take so long. Been fighting a headache. Oh, bud, go get some sleep. Goodness. Those monsters were no trouble for you, it seems. Now, if I could just have the sack of leaves. Leaves. Have a good night, Amaze. Thank you for looking... Wait. Thank you for looking after our precious trading goods. You're welcome. Your monster problem has been resolved, Master Gobbly. Here are the mate leaves and a written introduction to Ball Knock, as agreed. Then the deal is done. Here, your jug of premium mezcal, aged 3 years. Please accept it with my compliments. Yes, we finally have the mezcal. Great work, especially you, Mablu. You were the one that inspired me to come this far, Third Promise, but let's not celebrate until we have the saddle in hand. Mablu, is it? You drive a hard bargain, young peddler. I look forward to doing business with you in the future. Ooh. Inspiration. Thank you, but truth be told, I'm just a ranch hand. For now. Should I ever become a proper merchant, though, I'll be back to strike more deals with you. Sweet. Okay. Excellent trade. I think this is where I'm gonna call it. No doubt the next little bit is gonna be involved. I'm so sleepy. So we're gonna go ahead and kick it there. Alrighty, fam. Thank you so much for hanging out and being groovy and stuff. This is where we call it. I got crazy plans tomorrow, but hopefully I can spend a little bit of time online and doing some more story. If not, I will catch you guys sometime this weekend. Yeah. Y'all have a good one. Love your faces. Have a great night. And we'll see you later. Bye, fam.